Pretty much any travel video you watch about Arizona is going to include the Grand Canyon. And well, it should. It is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, after all, and really should not be missed. To just touch on it lightly, we started our Grand Canyon trip in Williams, Arizona, a small town south of the canyon where you can hop on a train to take you to the South Rim.
We highly recommend the Grand Canyon Railway. It was informative and fun, and to steal a phrase from an old Saturday morning cartoon, the flora and the fauna that we saw were really great. We stayed overnight in Williams and enjoyed some great shopping and ate at an interesting little place called Cruiser's Route 66 Cafe, where you can enjoy your meals surrounded by muscle cars and memorabilia. Definitely a motorhead's delight, but there is so much more to Arizona than a big hole in the ground.
Like another big hole in the ground. Located east of Flagstaff is one of the more interesting natural phenomena you'll find in Arizona. It's actually out of this world. It's a meteor crater. Meteor Crater Natural Landmark is the impact site of a meteor that struck the Earth some 50,000 years ago with the impact of 150 atomic bombs. It is about 3/4 of a mile across and 600 feet deep, and the rim rises 148 feet above the surrounding landscape. The meteor is estimated to have been between 100 and 170 feet across and excavated 175 million metric tons of rock.
There are 3 lookout points at this site. Access to the bottom of the crater is not permitted, although you can get a guided tour around the rim. Interestingly, NASA used the crater for training in the 1960s and 70s. A mannequin dressed in an astronaut suit is located at the bottom of the crater to offer some perspective of the size. Had we listened to some of the reviews, we wouldn't have visited, as some people dismissed it simply as a big hole in the ground. We found it to be extremely interesting and very glad we took the chance and made it a stop on our trip.
And while we're on the subject of interesting natural phenomena, back towards Flagstaff, before you head south toward Phoenix, there is the Bonita Lava Flow, a 900-plus-year-old lava flow in the shadow of Sunset Crater Volcano. Not to worry, the volcano is no longer active. The lava flow is 2 miles in length, and hiking is permitted on designated trails.
The loop trail is 0.8 miles and considered moderately challenging by all trails. It takes around 22 minutes to complete. We took the loop trail and did not find it over strenuous. The trail to the top of Sunset Crater was closed in 1973 due to erosion, but there are plenty of other trails to explore. The White Rocks Trail trailhead is located 3/4 of a mile south of State Route 18 and 1/4 mile north of Snow Canyon Overlook, and joins the Lava Flow Overlook Trail about 1/4 of a mile in. Leashed pets are welcome. We highly encourage you to stop by both the Meteor Crater and the lava flows. They are examples of landscapes that are not easily found and certainly not this close together. View them for what they are. Examples of the tremendous power of nature. They are truly unique experiences that we are so glad we took the time to visit.
About halfway between Phoenix and Sedona is Rock Springs, where you'll find the Rock Springs Cafe and Pies. Located just off the interstate, the cafe is a great place to stop, stretch your legs, and pick up a little piece of local fare. Immediately beside the cafe is the pie shop, where you can pick up a sweet treat. We found the cafe through a review that claimed the cinnamon buns were even better than the pies, but we were determined to find out for ourselves.
The cinnamon buns were so large we only bought one to share, along with a piece of pie for each of us. Pecan for me,
And apple for me.
even splitting the cinnamon bun, which was delicious. It took us 3 days to eat it all. They are very sweet, but oh so good. The pie did not disappoint either. We would recommend you take the time to stretch your legs here. If you have the time, there are numerous other things to see here, including a gift shop and very cute barn animals.
There was another internet search find that we decided to stop at because of the reviews. Plain and simple, do not miss this stop. If you like fried dough by any name, doughboys, funnel cakes, whatever, you'll want to stop here for a quick treat. The Yavapai Apache Fry Bread and Jewelry is located just off of Interstate 17 in a dirt parking lot across the road from the Cliff Castle Casino on the outskirts of Camp Verde. Don't let the looks of this roadside stand turn you away, as we almost did. It may not look like much next to the big flashy casino, or anything else for that matter, but even a rather ugly oyster will produce a beautiful pearl.
The fry bread was so good, topped off with cinnamon or powdered sugar to your preference. They're made fresh to order, so you'll have to wait 5 or 10 minutes, but you'll find more than enough to keep you entertained. The stand is surrounded by jokes and sayings handwritten on paper plates that will surely give you a chuckle or two, and the stand owner was a hoot. Very cheerful and friendly, and could engage in conversation about pretty much anything local, from sports to attractions. Besides fry bread, there is handmade jewelry and Christmas ornaments, shirts, and other well-made items with a Native American flair available for purchase.
Okay, so you've made it this far into our second video. Thanks for sticking around. We hope you're enjoying it as much as we enjoyed producing it. And you can show us how much you enjoy our content by hitting the like button down below. Yeah, right there, just below the picture and the title, about midway across. Looks like a thumbs up? Scroll your cursor over it and press the left mouse button. You can do it right now, we'll wait. And while you're at it, hit the red subscribe button. Why not? You're already there. Come on, don't make me beg, that's kind of embarrassing.
If driving up winding mountain roads with steep drop-offs alongside don't turn you off, Jerome is an attraction not worth missing. Nestled high up in the Black Hills of Yavapai County, well over 5,000 feet, Jerome was once a vibrant mining town, home of one of the largest copper mines in the world. From the time the mine opened in 1876 until it closed in 1953, nearly 33 million tons of copper, gold, silver, lead, and zinc ore were produced, with a value in excess of $1 billion. Incorporated in 1899, the town still has much to offer for those looking to shop and explore.
In addition to the Jerome Historical Society Mining Museum, you can find the famous sliding jail. Located about 220 feet downhill from its original location, the jail initially began to slide in the 1930s due to earth movement. No longer usable, it has since become a tourist attraction. The views from Jerome and the surrounding area are breathtaking. Nearby, you will find Montezuma's Castle National Monument and Tuzagut National Monument, two ruins built by the Sinagwans, a pre-Columbian Native American people that inhabited the area from approximately 500 until about 1425. Both sites are distinct examples of later Sinagwan architecture. They are both definitely worth the visit.
And once you've enjoyed your time at the top of the world, you eventually need to come down. And where better to come down to but Prescott? And yes, it's Prescott and not Prescott. Another town with a history, Prescott was a gold and silver mining town and the capital of Arizona Territory until the capital was moved to Phoenix in 1889. Today you'll find numerous shops, art galleries, and restaurants, as well as Yavapai Community College. Historic Whiskey Row is known for its bars and live music. It is also home to 4 of Arizona's most prized museums.
And just on the outskirts of town, about 4 miles from the town center, is Watson Lake, home of the most interesting landscape feature we have ever encountered, the famous granite dells. The dells are smooth, round granite formations that are about 1.4 billion years old. That's older than the dinosaurs. They give the lake and the surrounding area an otherworldly feel. You can fish, boat, kayak, canoe, hike, rock climb, and camp around the lake. We gained access through Watson Lake Park. And as you drive away from the lake, the dells disappear as quickly as they appeared. Since it was off-season, we just did a quick drive-through, but now we wish we had more time to enjoy all the lake has to offer. It is certainly on our list for our next Arizona trip.
When searching for things to do and places to eat in the Phoenix area, we came upon Crust Simply Italian, located in Chandler. Residing within the former San Marcos Hotel, now a Crown Plaza property, and alongside an awesome little shopping and restaurant village bordering Arizona Avenue, the restaurant offers wood-fired pizza, pasta, and other Italian dishes. Our pizza and meatball calzone were very good, and the Parmesan knots as an appetizer were amazing. The service and atmosphere were excellent, and there is a little secret. If you happen to arrive in the late afternoon or early evening, find the unmarked stairs heading down below the building. If you descend to the bottom after 6 p.m., you'll find the door unlocked. Open the door and enter what was once a storehouse for ostrich feathers and is now home of the Ostrich, a modern-day speakeasy reminiscent of what you would have expected during Prohibition.
We arrived at about 6:05 p.m. and bellied up to the bar. By 6:30 p.m., the place was packed. We were fortunate to have Tyler Zorn, the operations manager, as our bartender. After a very well-made Oaxaca mezcal old-fashioned, I simply told Tyler to make something with mezcal, smoky, and have a little fun with it. And he did not disappoint. A mixture of mezcal, ginger honey, banana, and chili offered the taste buds an interesting but delightful experience.
I was so impressed and quite frankly mesmerized watching bartender Samantha Dengler at our craft. Like a Tasmanian devil, she was in constant motion creating the drinks for the waitstaff to bring to the tables. We went back to the shopping village the next day and had lunch at Murphy's Law Irish Pub and spent some time and money at the shops. Parking is sparse on Arizona Ave and the side streets, but we found a free parking garage about a block away that had ample parking.
The Mesa Marketplace Swap Meet is one of those places that you could spend an entire day and still not see all of the shops. Sprawling over 40 acres, the market sits beneath several long tents, each about 1,500 feet long, that house shop after shop after shop. You'll find clothing, games, ceramics, glasses, food, luggage, literally everything and anything you can think of. There is a concessions area that often has live entertainment, as do some of the shops. The number of tents varies depending upon the season.
Things were just beginning to pick back up after the pandemic when we first visited. 3 of the 5 tents were in full operations, and even with only 60% operational, there was far more than we could possibly see in a few hours we were there. We have visited twice and would certainly consider another visit during our next stop in Arizona.
Be aware, unless you are accustomed to the heat, this may not be a great stop during the hottest of summer months. Although shaded, there is a misting system in the tents that is supposed to cool you down. Unfortunately, it merely creates the uncomfortable sensation of being in a tropical jungle without the squawking birds and pretty flowers. It was stifling.
So that is the rest of Arizona, at least the rest of what we have visited. Obviously not the be-all and end-all of what Arizona has to offer, but it should give you a good idea of some of the things you can do and see when you visit.
Arizona has so much to offer, more than we could ever include in one video, and we are sure to visit again and again. So check in with us as we present new travel videos detailing our experiences. There will certainly be another Arizona video in the near future. Finding us is easy. Just follow the yellow brick.